everybody, it's Cody, Dixon RC here again. So this is going to be part 4 of the Cross RC build. This one we're going to discuss interior and the body itself. Of course, the previous video, if you haven't watched that, go watch it now. I installed the Cross RC CNC transmission and the MIP drive shafts, axle shafts. Those two particular products help known problems with this truck. It makes it that much, a little bit, tips the scale to make this a worthwhile truck, let's put it that way. There's still some funky things with the geometry and the suspension, like I've said, and the way the rear links go into the middle of the plate. You know, the links are lower, you know, than the actual skid. Just weird things like that, and the way they mount, I don't know, it's just funky. This thing's really strange. And the way they did it, I'll give them props though. It's their first iteration into this. I really do wish they wouldn't have made umpteen trucks just like this though, because they made this one. There's a pickup truck, there's the Truggy, there's the SUV, the dually. All of them have this same basic setup in the chassis and stuff like that. And I mean, I wish they wouldn't have pushed out that many trucks, because now it's whatever. These are going to go away. A reason why I know that is because HRP, the place I buy these from, have them on sale right now, and they are stupid cheap. And so I really do believe these, when they're gone, they're going to be gone. They're going to come out, that AT4 Emo truck is going to be its replacement, because they went through and revamped. It's a totally new truck anyway. So, you know, I've got a link in the description to buy one of those AT4 Emos if you want one. They come in a kit and 2 RTRs as well. So, you know, if you happen to want to buy one. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about this demon here. This is the SU4C, the SUV style truck. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Then I'm going to bring the body over. It's not done. I still got to put windows in. The interior's got to be finished. You got to put doors on, and then door panels and things like that, the tailgate, stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you what color I wound up going with. Okay. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the body, move the chassis out of the way. What we're basically going to talk about is the color I went with, what all needs to be done, and then we'll go over the interior as well. So what I did was I used a Krylon Fusion 2-in-1. It's a primer paint together. The color is metallic black stainless. You get this at Lowe's. It's a can. It's a pretty cool. I wanted a gunmetal color, and this is really cool, dark gunmetal. It's very dark when you don't have any very good light. Also, I did my first attempt at trying to get rid of the seam. So the way this truck goes together is it's 2 pieces, and it molds together, and you put cement, you know, your plastic contact cement, and it holds it together. Well, I did that, bolted it down to where it won't move, you know, so it won't split back apart. Hopefully it won't come apart, but I've glued the crap out of it. And then I got some Bondo glazing and spot putty. I know I should have used Tamiya putty, but I didn't have any, and heck, I can't get any right now. They're out everywhere. But I tried to fix this seam, and I did pretty good. I mean, you can kind of see it, but I did okay. Sanded it, primed it and sanded it, primed it, sanded it, tried to get it to be as smooth as I could get. Then I sprayed this thing the other day when I had a nice warm day. Of course, right now you couldn't paint if you want. Well, you could probably paint today, but it's been raining the past couple days, so whatever. So we got this done. It's a pretty decent paint job. It's not great, but you know, it is what it is. It's Krylon, and you're outside. So I've still got the bolts in it to hold together here, and in the back, this plate right here gets glued in as well. Lots of gluing in on these panels. I don't really care for that, but it is what it is. So hang tight. I'm gonna come around here and we'll go over everything else. So I want to talk about, I got the grill built. Decided to go with the Caprice style grill. The other one had this, it was ugly. I didn't like it. So did that. I got all the interior and stuff painted. And I decided to do something different with the interior as well. I went with a carpet look. It has carpet floors. It has carpet in the back as well. And this is where the battery goes. I've got something on the mind to cover that up, but we'll see. You know what's crazy about this? So when you get this thing in the box, the front seats and the front part of the interior is black. The rear is gray. This rear seat is gray, so you have to paint the seat. And I didn't paint that because I wound up just covering it with carpet, or this is a felt material from Hobby Lobby. So it's pretty good. And then when it goes on the chassis, of course, it fits into the chassis a certain way, which is pretty cool. I mean, I like the way they did this. I mean, it's decent and it works. Move all these wires out the way, but it fits in here just like that. It kind of goes in together, so the battery tray is here, so you'll stick a battery through here. My idea is I'm going to have, you know, like most cars have a spare tire cover. I'm going to put something over this. I'm going to shave those away. I may not shave those away because those are probably good strength points. But we'll have it pressed down and have Velcro across here, and it'll stick all the way across, so that will be just covered up. So you'll just pick that up when you go in to change the battery. It does have a cool, we get a cool dash as well that has the gauges light up. It does have a light piece in it that this of course goes to that light controller that goes with it. It'll sit in there like that. I don't really know how that fits. I think it bolts to the, yeah, it bolts to the bottom of the body here. So it will bolt in like that. Yeah, see, there you go. So it'll go in there. Can't really see it, but it'll go in there like that. I did all the interior black, mainly because ease of paint. It's easier for me to do it. And it looks good. I mean, I sanded everything and made sure it stuck. We used a headliner material, a headliner glue to glue the felt down everywhere like it needed to be. So, I mean, really all I got left to do is just piece the body together. I got to be careful with, make sure there's not a lot of paint here because the glue will not allow it to stick. Here you can see some of that. See how this thing, man's got some crazy colors. Look at this video right here. So that's the video I shot outside in the sun when it painted. It was nice. It laid down pretty good. I did these rear, it's got these vents back here in the back. You can't see it right there, but these vents back here in the back, and I tried to chrome them to kind of match the chrome, and I'm going to have to do better than that. That's going to have to be painted chrome. That's not going to quite work out too well. So anyway, the crazy thing about this interior is like these doors. So you'll put the door panels in, and they want you to like solder iron the holes that go through here to the piece. It's so strange. Like I say, a lot of things they do with this truck is just weird, the way they want you to build stuff. And that's really about all I got to show as far as body and interior goes. All the body pieces are up top up here, you know, drying and stuff like that. That's one of the front door panels. You just cement those in, no big deal there. You glued this piece in, that piece, and that piece. So I glued all those in first, then sanded it, then painted it. I might go in with some silver striping in there, maybe like that one will get silver. I don't know. I got a lot of little ideas of things I want to do to this. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, here it is. So the front door goes in. See these four pieces here? So they want you to, looks like they want you to put these little pieces in here. So they'll go through the door and the body. So that'll go through the body, and then you melt this. So I don't know. It's just strange. They spent all this time and effort building this truck. They could have made these doors open. I mean, I really do believe they could have spent a little bit. You're paying so much money for these trucks. They could have made it to where you could have opened the door that way. I really do think that. I mean, I know a lot of time that's not really how they think, because they're just thinking of a way to sell a truck to you. But I really do think that would have been the better option. But overall it's going to be a nice little truck. I really do worry about that motor. That thing sticks up way higher than that. So with that in there, it's going to be, the hood's going to have a hard time shutting, I think. I don't know. We'll get to that. If need be, we'll change back to a brushed setup. I'll get a Tekin FXR or something, one of them little tiny controllers or something like that. I don't know. So that's it. I wanted to show you that. Really nothing too interesting. I've got some time lapse of me putting the body together and putting the grill together and the interior together, things like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this one's rather short compared to the others, but when I get this thing together, I'll do another video of me putting it all together, meaning putting this bolts to the body. So the whole finishing touches of this Joker I'll get video of. So we'll do that, and then that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We've really been gaining some subscriptions. This year, I'm really going to try and put out videos at least one a week. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm really, really going to try to put out content for you guys. I've got a couple of things already filmed that I just got to edit and put together and put out. So pay attention to that. This week may be full of videos. So I may just put out a couple and schedule out a bunch for next week and things like that. But be on the lookout. Also, be sure and like the Facebook page if you haven't yet. Really going to be pumping out some waffles and raffles. Basically, I'll put up a part that will be able to be bought for a low amount of money. You pick a spot, and then I draw whenever the thing fills up. So pay attention to that. We're going to do 2 of those a month, just about. They're going to be smaller items. We're not going to do full rigs. I may do one of those occasionally, but the main thing, it's going to be like servos and batteries and controllers and parts and, you know, things like that. So just stuff like that. I'm not going to try and kill you with high dollar things. We're going to try and do, you know, spins, you know, things that'll cost you $1 a spot up to $5 a spot instead of, you know, really high dollar stuff. So pay attention to that. If you haven't gone to like the Facebook page, go do that. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.